Good evening, Facebook Live. I don't want to be before you long. I just had one quick thing I wanted to share with you guys. I had someone, let me put this on, let me tag myself real quick. I had someone inbox me earlier and they was asking, well, actually, it was thanking me. They was thanking me about being encouraging, right? And I got to thinking about her saying, thank you because I was about to give up. And I was spending time with my husband, but I had to run downstairs to really think about, what you go through. A lot of us may not know the things that we go through is not on accident. It's on purpose. But, God gave us senses so we can think about what that purpose is. And I was just thinking, I'm like, everything that everybody thinks that it's an accident, or sometimes they think that their life is not going the way that they want it to go. You have to think about what accidents or what turmoil or what negativity comes into your life. Because we have to go through something to get to something. And I got to thinking, I'm like, nothing happened on accident. As I was reading this, I just got to smiling and it was like, because our past is always great. Our past is always better in our future. So I got to thinking, I'm like, nothing happened on accident. There's nothing that happens on accident. Absolutely nothing, because we're meant to go through something. And then I say, wait, nothing happens on accident, but everything's happened in precedent. And that means everything that you went through, turn it around to make sure that you can better everything that you went through. And I know every time I drive, and for instance, I'm an example, every time I drive in my vehicle, if I'm driving on the highway, I love to drive, I love to ride my bike, and I love to ease my mind, and I get to thinking about God greatness, right? How good our life can be when we forget about the past and move on into the present, into the future. So every time I drive my car, I'm looking in the rearview mirrors. I'm always looking in the mirrors, right? Because I'm looking at the things that was behind me, right? When we look in the mirror, in the rearview mirror, and we look at the things that's behind us, that is the past. That's something that we went through already, right? And there's no do-overs. We cannot go back into the past. But what we can do is better our future and where we're driving to and where we're headed to. If you guys understand me, type in the comment section if you understand what I'm saying. And I didn't want to be before you long. It got me to thinking about this young lady was like, thank you so much for your live video. Because I was about to give up. And you have to always be great in order for everybody to see you. Because you don't know where nobody's going. You don't know nobody's story. So it's always great to live within your purpose. Make your purpose so much better than what you was going through. Because it's not on accident. Everything that we go through is not on accident. If your account is at a 0, it's not on accident. Better it. Deposit some money. Right? If your business is not going the way you want your business to go, if you feel like everybody's winning but you have to remember, what did you deposit into that to make a withdrawal? That's like putting money in the bank. If you don't put any money in the bank, if you don't make a deposit, you cannot make a withdrawal. It's going to always be at 0. So everything that's in your past that you think you may be going through, because you're not the only one. And this young lady came to me and was like, thank you so much for your video, because that encouraged me to keep going. And if I can remember, I didn't go back to look at the video, but if I can remember, I was saying I flunked out. I failed out of college in that late 80s, early 90s. I flunked out. But I didn't give up. I went back to college at 46 years young. 4.0 GPA. My focus is better because I don't want to go back to my past. Right? I was thinking about dropping out of this last class that I was taking. But God said, Zetta, my child, I don't know you as a quitter. You never quit anything you do. You go hard 100% in everything you do. Because if you don't give it your 100%, you will never see the results that you're seeking. Right? So as you're driving in your car, look in your rearview mirror. Look at everything bad that happened in the past and smile and drive into your greatness. Drive into your future because life is better than your past was. We always have to think about, we have to go through something in order to get to something. Because everything, if you see and you think everything is perfect, because you see glitz and glamour, people are living in their $5 million homes, people are Gucci, Fendi, and all that other stuff. They went through something to get to what you may see. And what they may see that they may still be going through, right? Because some of us hide up under the riches and the glamour. And that could be the worst thing you can ever do because you will never know your true self because you're living how others want you to live. Live the life that is for you because you're never going to duplicate someone else's success. You may imitate it, but you will never duplicate someone else's success because we don't know what happened in their past to get them to where they're at today. So I just want to let you guys know, nothing happens on accident. It happens for precedent so you can see where you're going. So never think that everything bad that's in your life, or you may just be going through something right now. Your family might be ill, or you got a flat tire. You need to get something fixed, or you may not pay your tithe. And we will never get where we're going. We can never get our blessings answered unless you give something. You got to have your palm down and not always your palm up in order to get your blessings. You got to give something to get something. You got to make a deposit in that bank account to make a withdrawal. You got to make a deposit in your life in order to withdraw something great out of it. You got to make a deposit into your business in order to withdraw something out. And that's what I wanted to share with you guys today. Never think there's anything that's an accident, because you got to go through accidents to get to precedent. And I just wanted to share, if this young lady is on this live today, and if I can say some encouraging words to you, you're not alone. I was once there. Your sister, brother was once there. Your neighbor was once there. You're not alone because we have to go through something to get to where we're going. And I love all of you on purpose, in purpose. Peace and blessings.